Okay, go. So, my favorite book was the Nathaniel Talking. So this one right here. Probably because I like the fact that it was like poetry, but like as a child reading it, it's poetry, but they call it a rap. Each poem is like a rap. So I think as a child reading it, you can like nowadays children could relate to it easily because he's rapping. And then I can also like I already have activities I know that I would do. So say we read this with my class to talk about poetry and whatnot. I can say, okay, hey, you just read a bunch of poems from Nathaniel's point of view because it's all about like his life. Like there's one about I think his aunt and one about like his neighborhood and things like that. It's all different types of things relating to his life. So for my children, after we read the book, I could be like, okay, so now it's your guys' turn to write a poem about your life. That's actually what I did for the ABCD format objective. I did it on Nathaniel Talking, and so my objective was after reading the book Nathaniel Talking, my students will be able to write a poem about their life that's at least 10 to 15 lines. So I think this book was kind of my favorite because it's relatable to every child because it is from a child's point of view. I think we all kind of covered an activity we could do. That'd be cute, especially in first grade, like drawing pictures and stuff, because they can't write all that well yet. Sure. So I'll go with Nathaniel talking. So all of the images in this book, they're very soft lines. There's it's almost done. Sorry, I'm like trying to figure out how to get it in the view. It's done like sketching with a pencil. So the lines are very soft, and you can tell like when there is a defined line. He even like blended it, or is it he? Yeah. He like blended it to um, so to not look so defined. Sorry, I'm like not in the camera. And that's pretty much on every page here. There we go. So the lines are not super defined. And then he uses a lot of shading in the book. So and then there's no color. So I think the no color says a lot about Nathaniel's life. And then the shapes. So he uses shading to like define Nathaniel. In the background, you can see he uses shadows so that Nathaniel's like in the forefront of the pictures, and the backgrounds are not much of a importance. I think the emphasis is on Nathaniel, and like this one's about Mama, so Nathaniel and whoever the poem's about, so Nathaniel and Mama. Um, and then the texture, there's kind of no texture because it's like pencil and shading and stuff. I feel like if it was maybe like look like a painting or something, there would be some more texture, but it doesn't look like much texture to me. Can you guys hear her? We can't hear you. Yes. Well, she figures that out. Roselle, do you want to do smoky night instead since we can't hear her? Okay. Yes, much better. actually, I agree with you because I've honestly never realized that there's only like three colors because it seems very fun and colorful. So you wouldn't think there's only three colors in it, but now looking at it, it's like blue, red, and then like the black. That's crazy. Yeah, sure. So, Nathaniel Talking is the perfect title for this book. Like, if I wrote this book, I don't think I would have been able to come up with this good a title because it's literally him talking about his life just in poem or quote unquote rap style. So, Nathaniel Talking is perfect because it literally is just him talking about his life and his experiences and the people around him and things that are important to him or, his viewpoints. So, I think Nathaniel Talking is the perfect title. Very fitting for this book. Um, Really quick, I did want to touch base on Smoky Night and its textures because it has a lot of texture in it, especially in the background. So when I did my worksheet on the artistic qualities of a picture book, this one really stood out to me because like you have your main picture and then even the background. The background is the one that's super textured. Like these are paintings, but each page has a different unique texture. And I don't know, in my opinion, I think it just shows a lot about like diversity and stuff like that because each page is so different. And like in my mind, I can envision like feeling each page if it were 3D and how much, especially this one, like it's like bumpy, I just envision feeling the texture of each page, and I think it just shows a lot about like the diversity and the inclusivity they want to bring out in the group, in the group. I'm sorry, in the book. Bye. See you guys later.